The family who are about to come up are Sejal and Manoj Thakrar, who are going to be sharing their own very, very personal family fund story with us. And I think as a charity, it should be obvious, but I'm going to state it anyway, how proud we are of our numerous family fund members. They're all ambassadors for our charity, and they are fantastic supporters who, through their own commitment, their own ambition, and their own real passion for fundraising for Muscular Dystrophy UK, do amazing work to keep our battle going on. And along with the branches, they really are the lifeblood of your charity. So one of these funds is called Smile with Shiv, and Sejal and Manoj started this after their son Shiv was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and I'm delighted to say they're here with us today, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce them and ask them to come up on the stage. I haven't even yet had the chance to say a personal welcome to them, so give them a big round of applause as they come up.
Okay, good morning everyone. Before we begin, we'd just like to say a huge thank you to Muscular Dystrophy UK for giving us the opportunity today to tell you our story. Neither of us are public speakers, so do bear with us if we get a little bit nervous, and certainly if we get a little bit emotional during our speech as well. We are Sejal and Manoj Thakrar, and we've got a little boy, 4-year-old boy called Shiv, who has Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
I imagine this story is familiar to many of you. Shiv was born in February 2011, a healthy little boy. We were blessed on the day he was born. It will always be the happiest and proudest day of our lives. Shiv hit all his development milestones by 6 months. He, however, only started crawling at 10 months and walking at 16 months. This was a little later than normal, but we are reassured that he's just a late developer, so we didn't think anything of it. At the age of 2, we had concerns about Shiv's health. Thinking that he had a possible food allergy, we went to see a paediatrician who recommended us to a consultant at Great Ormond Street Hospital. Although all appeared to be normal on the outside, blood tests revealed that all was not fine on the inside. Numerous tests and scans did not reveal any conclusive results, but certain conditions, such as cancer, were ruled out. While investigations continued, Shiv's nursery highlighted that he was not moving like his peers in dance class, and we had noticed that he was having trouble climbing stairs, he was unable to jump and run. Shiv was referred to have a hip x-ray. Relieved that all was fine, we put it down to the fact that he was just a late developer and he'll soon be grooving with all his friends. A week after Shiv's 3rd birthday, and after 8 months of agonizing tests and trips back and forth from the hospital, Shiv was referred to the metabolic team at Great Ormond Street, where more blood tests were done. The results of these tests would change our lives forever. The evening of the appointment, we received a call to tell us that the results from the blood test showed that Shiv's CK levels were extremely high, and that the second test was required to confirm the results from our local hospital. At this point, we did not know what this meant. We didn't even know what CK was. But we knew it was serious as we received a call at 8 p.m. We went straight to the internet to research what this meant. With his symptoms and high CK, the only condition we were led to was Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a fatal condition with limited life expectancy with no current treatment or cure. A further blood test confirmed Shiv's high CK levels, and we were called in for a genetic test with the neuromuscular team at Great Ormond Street. We were already told to expect the worst, as all signs and symptoms were leading the experts to believe he had a severe form of muscular dystrophy. However, we would have to wait what seemed like the longest 6 months of our lives before we had the results. In disbelief, we again trawled through the internet for endless hours and again were led to only one diagnosis. We could not believe what was happening.
It was the 8th of April 2014. It'll be a day that will haunt us for the rest of our lives. The consultant began this would be a very difficult conversation. No more needed to be said. Our hearts were broken, our world was turned upside down. It was official, in black and white, Shiv had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We understand and respect that so many of you in this room today have experienced very similar things. It's a tough place to be. Coming to terms with Shiv's condition was hard. In fact, we don't think we will ever really come to terms with it. Our life has changed, and everything is different. But our boy is still the same. He is still the cheeky, fun little smiling boy. And the only difference is now that we know that his muscles are slowly wasting away. Life does suck. It took us many months to deal with the diagnosis. Sejal gave up work as our priorities changed. And we knew it was going to be hard to keep up with her high-pressure job, which also involved lots of travel. There were lots of hospital appointments, things to put into place, and also the emotional turmoil. All of this was too much to deal with. It took us many months to tell our family. We needed to be in a stronger place ourselves before we could tell and talk about it to our family, because we knew how devastated they would be. After entering the world of Duchenne and speaking to Duchenne organisations such as Muscular Dystrophy UK, scientists, other families and other charities impacted by this terrible condition, we knew there was hope. Researchers were working really hard to find a potential treatment and cure, and we knew there was a chance. We found ourselves in a race against time. We felt we could not sit back and wait for treatment and cures to materialise. But we needed to do something. We understood that urgent funding was needed into Duchenne and to raise as much awareness as possible. After speaking to Muscular Dystrophy UK, we decided to set up a family fund. It was one way we could help raise funds without having to set up our own charity, which is something that would be very difficult for us to do. They had a great support structure in place and a wonderful family fund structure in place, which helped us. It would still take us a couple of months to really put all this in place, as the emotions were still running through our heads. We also had not told a lot of our family and friends about Shiv and his condition. Launching our family fund will make the whole thing real, and it was a tough time for us. But we knew we needed to be brave and do something. On January 19th of this year, we raised our family fund and we called it Smile with Shiv. We decided Smile with Shiv as a precious little boy has the most amazing smile that everyone talks about. We also called it Smile with Shiv because we want everybody to join us and smile with him. We had 3 main goals for our campaign: to raise awareness of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, to raise as much money as possible to give to those working hard to save Shiv's lives and thousands of others, and work with the Duchenne community to ensure we have access to potential treatments as early as possible. We also set up a Smile with Shiv website, Facebook page, and a Twitter account. We knew how powerful social media was going to be for us. The day we launched Smile with Shiv, we were also fortunate to be invited to BBC Asian Radio Nehal show, a very popular live hour-long debate show which allowed us to talk about Duchenne and our Smile with Shiv campaign. Muscular Dystrophy UK media team supported us during that day, which was fantastic. The word was out there. We were ready to fight. Our slogan was, "We have hope, we need hope. We will fight, we need to fight. We need others to help us." To Smile with Shiv.
We are overwhelmed with the support our family, friends, and even strangers have shown us since our launch. As soon as we launched, the fundraising ideas and offers came flooding in. Our very first event was a Ray-Ban charity day, hosted by some good friends who own an opticians local to where we live. We worked together to promote the event through social media and word of mouth, and it was very successful. We raised over £2,000 that day and got our first local press coverage in the Harrow Times. Since then, we have had over 20 fundraising events, from bake sales to family members running the London Marathon, 15-man cycle ride to Brighton and back, and the opportunity to raise awareness of Duchenne at a major Hindu festival where over 70,000 people attended at the beginning of this month. We even have 2 of Manoj's colleagues not drinking alcohol this month to raise funds. We know how difficult it has been for them because they do normally spend their spare time in the local. Since our launch in January, we have been fortunate and blessed to contribute nearly £70,000 to the Muscular Dystrophy UK Duchenne Research Breakthrough Fund to help Shiv and others who have this condition. We feel humbled with the help and support of so many people wanting to fight for our little Shiv. This gives us tremendous strength and encouragement and helps and keeps us going. Just when we're feeling down, their unconditional love and support picks us up again. Muscular Dystrophy UK has also been fantastic in supporting us with all our fundraising events in so many different ways, so thank you.
Besides all the great help we have had from Muscular Dystrophy UK in our fundraising quest, they have been terrific in so many ways in supporting us. We had some great help from them, from the advocacy team, from our application for Shiv School, where he started just last week in reception. They gave us valuable advice on Shiv's EHC plan. They are currently helping us for applications for state benefits, help with holiday insurance. They even wrote a letter about the condition to assist us getting faster access to Disneyland Paris this summer, which meant Shiv did not have to queue up to get onto his favourite rides. He loved that, and we had a fantastic time. Meeting Winnie the Pooh was certainly his highlight. We have also been involved with Muscular Dystrophy UK in some of their great campaigning work, including lobbying for faster access to potential drugs such as Translana, which would benefit some of those who have Duchenne, and other various meetings with the Department of Health. We will be working closely with them in the future with other initiatives, such as a clinical trial capacity in the UK, and removing any taboos about muscular dystrophy conditions in ethnic communities. We think such work is of great importance.
Despite all of this, our day-to-day still carries on. We live with a child who has a muscular dystrophy. Our lives still involve endless sleepless nights, hugging Shiv in our arms and wishing we could just take it all away from him. We still shed tears of anger and frustration and heartache, thinking, why is there no treatment? Medicine has come in leaps and bounds, yet there is no cure for a muscular dystrophy. Some of the impacts of living with a boy with Duchenne, or muscular dystrophy, which we're all aware of, are constant hospital appointments for physiotherapy, hydrotherapy, orthotics, speech therapy, occupational therapy, dietitian appointments, and numerous consultation appointments. There is also a big impact on Shiv's schooling. We had to find a school that is suitable for his current and future needs. We have also had to spend a lot of time working with local authorities to ensure we have an educational healthcare plan in place, as Shiv is already unable to do some of the simple things in life, like hold a dinner tray, open a bottle of water, or go to the toilet without supervision, or ensuring he does not gag on his food when he's eating. It's not simply about him having a difficult time climbing the stairs or running in the playground. There are the everyday challenges that impact him and us as a family on a daily basis, and this is just the beginning. Shiv is also now starting to realise himself that he's unable to do the things that his friends can do. This will become more apparent as he gets older, and we will be faced with answering some very tough questions. On the upside, we have had a fantastic summer. We've been visiting places and activities that we would have normally put off. We had a trip to Disneyland, Legoland, Peppa Pig World, theatres, museums, anything that you can think of. We are making the most of every single day and ensuring our Shiv lives life to the fullest.
We know many of you have been through such journeys yourselves, and even through very tough challenges. We appreciate the time you have taken to listen to our story. Our fight, like for so many of you, goes on. One day we hope there will be an effective cure for Duchenne and other forms of muscular dystrophy. Until then, we will keep going and working with Muscular Dystrophy UK and other organisations out there and fighting for the same cause. Thank you so much for listening to our story today. It means a lot to us to be given this opportunity, and we hope to spend more time with you a lot later in the day. Please visit our website and like us on Facebook. Thank you so much.